August 9th, 2019. That, I'm not sure what kind of caterpillar that is right there, but I can guarantee you do not want to touch those hairs. That thing will sting you and burn. It's not a saddleback, but I can't. Where'd he go? Is that him? There he is. Yeah, that's gonna not be the one you want to touch. Regarding my Sinicus plant here, that's my second biggest one. Here's and again, August 9th, 9 days old. That's probably 5 inches tall maybe. Second, putting out its third leaf, working on that. Here's my Giganteus seedling that I bought, and there's the new shoot that's that's about 9 days old too, I think. Doing real good. Look at the size of those leaves. Look how dark green they are. That's the worm tea. The organic material. Oh, it's not in here anymore. It had a little mushroom sprouting up out of there. When you have mushrooms sprouting up, you know you've got a good amount of organic material in there. Now, this is a 3 that I took out of here yesterday. This one's like really white. They were in the shallow little pot and it was not draining very well. And all 3 of these didn't really. That one looks like it's got a double little. It's trying to make a double little comb there. Focus. There we go. Looks like it's trying to make a double little top there for some reason. There we can get a good focus. And where's the other one? Oh, this one over here. This one was kind of little too. But it's popping up now. It's probably like a ½ inch tall. Oop, there's my finger. And then we got this guy over here. It's number 3, I think. Needs a little bit of mulch around there. Gotta work on that. And my seeds, or my seed pods, or whatever these things are. Now the one down here, it's still got a little piece hanging off there. It did put out some little flower tassels, male flower possibly, I don't know. And this top one's still the same. It hasn't done much of anything. They're getting a little bit brown there, browner. I think that one in the middle, right underneath there, that one had a little tassel on it too. So maybe 2 of those had a tassel. I have to go back and look at the pictures. But no. And coincidentally, people were saying, oh, you need to go back and look at the other plants where you got that from and see if any of those are flowering. Oh, another one of those big beetle things is flying through here. But right here, this is the parent plant from that, and or the donor plant, the plant that that came from. So, because I know this is the November 12th specimen that I collected, and that's got to be the top of it that I cloned in late November, and I don't see any seeds anywhere on here. So here you can look yourself. No seeds. But it was also mentioned to me that these plants, this particular group, may be at the end of its life cycle. So then, at the end of a bamboo's life cycle, it wants to flower, and after it flowers, it dies. And I don't know if it's just going to be that one clone, that one stand, the one section, this whole plant, all of it. I'm not really quite clear on that yet. Some places make it sound like every piece of it everywhere in the world. So every cutting this, the stand where I got it from, every cutting that's come off of this over all the years, they're all going to die. I don't know. So we'll see. Oh, and that lifespan question also comes up again. This is a clone I bought. This is the quail clones, famous San Diego Botanical Gardens. Used to be the Quail Botanical Gardens. So this is a very old clone. Well, the life expectancy of the plant is 80 years. So if this is cloned off of a 70-year-old plant, it's only going to live another 10 years. It's at the end of its life cycle. It's just a clone. It's part of that old plant. So when you get a plant from seed, that's a brand new plant. These seedling plants that I've got going now are going to be good for 80 years. So they'll be good till the year 2099, at which time those will flower and produce seed. Another thing, I've located some other information online about flowering bamboos, and it seems in 2012 there was some Sinicus that also flowered. So they flower at different times, different places. It doesn't all die off in the whole country or region. It's more confined than that, and there are seeds available maybe every 10 years or so, or less. But again, you've got to know the people that are in the know to be able to get the right seeds and get them harvested and get them in time, because they're only going to be good for about a year if they're kept in the refrigerator, and maybe only 4 to 6 months if they're just kept on the shelf. So that you're fighting time when you're growing bamboo from seed. But then again, also, if I do a split or a clone, or so I grow this up till there's like 6 or 8 little culms in here, and then I break that in half into 2 groups of, say, 4. So now I got a split plant. Well, both of those are the same age, obviously, and they're both 80-year plants. And then subsequently, every clone taken off off of those plants for thereafter are going to be, basically the same age. But these are going to be, this is a baby plant. It's going to grow 80 years. Unlike a clone that my $100 clone over there, I don't know how old that thing is. At least 40, 50 years maybe. So, I don't know. What do you, has anybody else got any information about this? What do you think? Is the information I've given here accurate, or, a lot of charcoal around in here too. That's good. Need a lot of charcoal in your mix. So yeah, baby 80-year-old plant. Be able to get hundreds of plants off of this actually over the next 80